Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Fareez bin Mohameid. My metric number is D201920915117. I am from 8059 Bachelor Education, Physical Education. My final assessment topic is the comparison of kinematic between non-dominant leg and dominant leg during front kick in pencak silat combat sport. Background of study. 7 main topic in pencak silat. There is bunga, the pillar of silat attacking and defensive position. Jurus, the art of attack and defense, either using weapon or backhand. Berlebat, the technique of receiving strikes and how to counter it back. Tapak, the step pattern in silat movement. Buah pukul, the fast action of self-defense. Tempur seni, the art of combat. And the last one, tempur bela diri, the speed and power movement of self-defense combat. Background of study. In martial art, various techniques should be learned, such as punching, kicks, and others. The research view is supported by T. Rodika and Ir Nurman 2019 say, one of the basic technique that must be mastered in the sport of pencak silat is the front kick technique. The other is by T. Rodika and Ir Nurman 2019 say, a good front kick requires a lot of very important techniques in order to stay on target. Problem statement. During the tournament or practice, front kick also can increase their flexibility and muscle strength. During front kick, athletes in pencak silat must maximize their flexibility and avoid injury when sparring with their opponent. In pencak silat, the front kick was a very efficient and being won. They will have to be nimble and athlete who can easily counter attack when opponent attack using the front kick. In front kick, every athlete in pencak silat can perform the technique, but not all athletes can dominate and well perform. Objective. The gap in front kick velocity between the dominant and non-dominant leg. Next, in front kick, the difference in height between the non-dominant and dominant leg. The third one, the gap in front kick displacement between the non-dominant and dominant leg. And the last one, the gap in front kick time between the non-dominant and dominant leg. Significance of study. This significance of this research is to determine the level of the non-dominant and dominant leg while pencak silat athlete conduct front kick. This research explores velocity, the leg differential between the non-dominant and the dominant leg, the non-dominant and dominant transfer discrepancies, and the time difference taken by non-dominant and dominant legs while performing a front kick. This research is to discover the non-dominant and dominant leg so that the front kick can be done well by the athlete. This analysis also wants to look at the equilibrium level while using non-dominant and dominant legs front kick performed. Demographic. The subject is a man and his name Amirul Faiz, 22 years old, with a height of 168 centimeters and a body mass of 86 kg. He is player in category 85 kg to 90 kg, which is class I main category. He is pencak silat athlete since 2010 until 2021. He began to play pencak silat at the same time he participated in the Sukma Sukan Malaysia and the World Championship. Right is his dominant leg and left is the non-dominant leg. Equipment. First, iPhone smartphone. This phone is a smartphone that being used to record the video of front kick, 720 HD at 240 FPS shutter. Next, Kinovia application. This is an application used to analyze the maximum front kick height and speed of non-dominant and dominant at the target spot of the recorded video during the data collection process. The last one is 10. Ensure the camera is on the static position during the recording. Procedure. The reviewer sets the camera 2 meters away from the subject before capturing the video. Second, in vertical situation, the subject must stand and align with the wooden trunks. Third, the researcher provides the topic with instruction for pre-action as an experiment. Fourth, the researcher begin recording using the non-dominant and dominant legs on the subject kit. Fifth, after the exercise, subject need to conduct a body cooling exercise. After that, in KINEMATIC application, the video will be edited to find the required data. Finally, against the data, the student initiates writing. The results show that peak height of the subject were 121.71 cm for right leg, while the left leg were 113.96 cm. The difference is only 0.03 seconds at time A to B, where the right leg is 0.43 seconds, while the left leg is 0.40 seconds. However, it shows a significant difference when the time B to C for the right leg is 0.60 seconds, while the left leg is 0.63 seconds. The velocity A to B for leg. The right leg is increased than the left leg, which is 4.37 ms for right leg and 4.60 ms for the left leg. The velocity B to C for both legs is not same. The velocity B to C for right leg is 1.99 ms, while the left leg is 2.03 ms. As a result, we can conclude that the subject right leg dominant is doing well in front kick compared to the left leg non-dominant. Discussion. Topik representing Pencak Silat World Championship and SUKMA Sukan Malaysia. There is no important distinction between the non-dominant leg and the dominant leg. As a consequence of this analysis, the front kick in Pencak Silat can be done very well for both legs. Finally, with both his legs, the subject can perform well the front kick, but researchers found that the dominant leg has more pace and the right way to kick than non-dominant leg. Lastly, conclusion. We can see that with non-dominant leg, the dominant leg does not have a noticeable difference. This can be concluded from the study result showing the height of the leg during lifting. A marginally better time indicates the dominant foot than the non-dominant foot. Athletes also will use dominant leg and non-dominant leg to do front kicks.